This is the Duolingo app. Currently, I am using it to practice on my Spanish, but you can click up at the top to transfer any of the non-English Spanish. So this is for English speakers, but you can also change it to a huge range of other languages. You can learn anything from Spanish, French, German, Italian, Irish, Swedish, Turkish. I mean, there is a huge range. They also have several that are not prettily designed, but that's all right. So once you have started up your course, it opens up with this menu, and you begin your basics. So again, this one is for Spanish. So the student would begin with the first lesson. And this part up here will be in their native language. So which of these is the boy? Well, it's El Niño.
El niño.
And then it says it out loud for you so the student can automatically hear the speaking part. Which of these is the girl?
La niña.
Which of these is the man?
El hombre.
Which of these is the woman?
La mujer.
Un niño.
And then it goes to these speaking parts where it reads it out loud to you and you have to translate it.
Un niño.
You can also click on it and it'll repeat it as many times as you need. So,
Una niña.
again, pretty easy to figure out, very user-friendly. The pictures are cute and engaging for the students.
El hombre.
The man.
La mujer.
The woman. And then it also goes through the different types of tenses and gender-specific words. In English, obviously, we don't have these, but in this one they do. So, wonderful practice.
Yo soy una mujer.
And then it'll read out a full sentence. So the student can read along as it speaks it and repeat it over and over and over again so that they can learn it through reading and speaking.
Yo soy
Ooh, my
Yo,
bad.
yo.
See? And then you can also fix it.
hombre.
And this is perfect because I have several students in my classroom. I am an ELL teacher. And so I have several students from Iraq and Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia who speak Arabic but do not speak much English. So the bilingual classes aren't much help to them. So when they're in my classroom, my instruction is entirely in English. And while they're picking up some, it's difficult for them. And obviously, I'm a fifth grade teacher. We have a lot of detailed material we go through. It's not helping them if they don't know the very, very, very basics. So I put my students on this app once a day, and they just practice the basics. And I've already seen a huge growth in my students through using this. And plus, they're very competitive, so they like to compete against each other. Like, I am on this app, and I'm on this one. So you can give them, I'm currently trying to get 20 experience points a day, but you can make it as many experience points as you want. And it'll go through everything, you know. This is how you speak, this is how you eat. So there's basics, there's different types of foods, different animals. You can go down, there's possession words, clothing, present tense, family, and there's a huge number of different lessons in here. Sports, which my kids were very excited about the sports. Businesses, communication, jobs, different tenses, and it goes through in such detail. And the best part about it is that it goes back to repeat some other lessons. So they'll include some of the material from other lessons, and you can go down to the bottom and click practice weak skills. So if you maybe didn't do so great with conjugations, right there you could practice it. There's also a little shop area, which my kids got really into, where there's power-ups where you can compete and say, okay, I'll get more experience if I do this every single day for a week. You can dress up your little owl friend into different outfits, which again, my kids really like. And then you can also purchase bonus skills. So idioms and proverbs, and then flirting, which I have not let my students play, but they are interested in. So what's the harm? It's a pretty wonderful app. It's they have just recently come out with a Duolingo for Educators program, which I have not been able to get to, but would love to use it more. I'm currently just using this section, but it includes a detailed report for teachers and a detailed report for parents as well. So parents can go online and check their child's progress. And the best part is that the parents can check it in their native languages. I've noticed a lot of struggles with my parents where they aren't really sure how to ask or how to communicate their confusion or their they just don't know how their student's doing because they can't really communicate as well. So this app really helps them with that. And if you go to profile, it shows I haven't been doing it very well, shows their growth, and there's weekly leaderboards. So you could work with your friends and whoever gets more wins. And again, the competition my students are just in love with. So I really recommend the app. Hopefully when the educator one goes past the beta stage, I'll be able to get a hold of it because it looks wonderful. And it's a fantastic app for students who are struggling with native languages if it's not Spanish. Spanish, obviously, they'd be in a bilingual classroom, but students who don't speak Spanish need a little extra help. I think this app would also be really helpful for students who maybe have a learning disability or struggle with sentence structure because it really does break it down for them and they're able to look and read, and if they have a processing disorder, it would also be helpful. And I mean, everyone wants to learn a second language. So it's a fun, easy way for students to practice, and it's a fantastic application for students to work on.